Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Brad. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Rebecca. Steven, good morning. Ethan, good morning. Futures Trader, good morning. David, good morning. All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. What we have right now so far, market consolidating in and around Globex. The market is still in sync on the long side as long as we continue to protect 93. There's a little bit of pressure coming in into the market with multiple distribution formation. Those formations are captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko, and that happened at 18. And we had a 25 captain set up short on the 30, and 19 captain set up short on the 40 NT Rinko. So there's a lot of distribution up in and around this Globex price level. The market is still in sync on the long side, but we need to be, conscious of the 93 and conscious of the fact that as the market go up into these levels, it's facing a bit of resistance. So it's a Monday. It's a Monday morning. We need to spend some time with this market and see how they're treating the stops, who's winning this little battle that the market is doing. And it looks like there's going to be short pressure coming in. $93, here we go. Market is out of sync. Getting a little bit of a bounce here in NQ. You're getting a two-sided market, especially with us breaking the 93. We are in a channel on the downside. Most likely we're gonna try to retest harmony zone number 2, which is 79 by 69. I'm gonna be back in just a moment. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. All right, so I see the market that went in sync on the short side, got out of sync just now. We're retesting harmony zone number 2 for the first touch right now, and that's a big push right here. So far, the market ran the stops to the downside, running the stops to the upside, and trading in and around Globex on a Monday morning. All right, so the market is reacting to harmony zone number 2. I mean, ultimately, 80 is the level that the price needs to come to in order for the market to get back in sync on the short side. So clearing harmony zone number 2 and 1. All right, so the question is, how are they treating the stops as they take him out? They're taking these stops out right now around 91. Are they buying them? If we break above 600 again, run up to 10, that means there's a lot of accumulation happening in this area. Typically, the market will spend some time oscillating between harmony zone number 1 and harmony zone number 2 on a first touch basis. DJ Mike, good morning. Sheila, good morning, Sheila. How are you? Marty, good morning. ES, let's take a quick look at ES. Trading in and around Globex in a consolidation. It has a harmony zone number 1 supporting price at 584 by 81 and 77 by 74. We're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity into 96 and a half. That's a bit on the bullish side. ES is a bit on the bullish side. It's consolidating around Globex. NQ is actually lagging, and now we're seeing the stop run and the fact that the market actually bought the stop run. Okay, so now that puts us in a position where the market is out of sync. It's two-sided, and we have prices under 90 to the 80 that the market needs to hold in order for the bulls to take charge of this market. And if we fail the 80, then we're going to see a selling pressure that's going to take us to 529. So they ran the stops here, ran it up, and bought it and ran it up. Now they're running the stops above that high of 17, and there's a bit of a fade going on around harmony zone number 2. It'll be interesting if they put a captain setup short here. That will lend itself to a bit of a pullback. Just remember, this is resistance too, and there's a buy-in interest, but ES is definitely not helping the shorts in NQ. But if they put that captain setup they just did, we should expect a reversion to the mean below 10 into the 600 retest. Here it comes. Good morning, Brad. That switch trade, if they put it on here at 01, will lend itself to a little bit of a flush into the market, and we can see 90 for a retest. So we're seeing some of the shorts coming in. The odds are we're going to consolidate here, but we'll see if the market is interested. Kiddles, good morning. Vitali, good morning. So two spots the market responded to it. Yeah, so here we go, back up there. You ran the stops and trapped, got rid of some longs and trapped some shorts between 90 and 85. Ran the market up, then people who speculated of a breakout got rolled over in this gap and set up short. And you're getting consolidation around a resistance area. This is the first touch that we saw in NQ for Harmony Zone number 2, and the market reacted well to it. This is the second touch, and it's noisy, and there's some buyers in it. So really, ultimately, for the shorts to take complete control, we need a 580 close. So that's a retest. That's another retest here. So they put on a cap and set up short. They came and retested it and testing well. So now you got two stop levels, 17 and a quarter, 24 and a quarter. Both are legitimate stops to any run up as we look at shorts within the structure. So that's good. Now see that 90, we will bounce back from here. We'll probably go up to the 600, retest one more time. I mean, we have a stop run under 85. Here we go. They're taking that out. Okay, well, here we go. I mean, that's what they wanted to do. They typically will test this and run back up. They're testing the bottom end of the Harmony Zone number 1 and bringing it back up. Okay, so they're picking the lower price. Now the market is back in sync on the short side, and rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis, and we are looking at a target of 529. Get 4 minutes to the top of the hour. This 04 area is a good spot for a fade. So they ran the stops. See that? Two spots they did it. They ran the stops right under the 85, rallied back up, and the most important part is they ran the stops above the 94 into entry point and faded it. So we're back into this consolidation zone, but the market is in sync on the short side. We're looking for rallies to get involved on the short side with a target, a swing trade target of 529. ES on the other hand is showing a little bit better price behavior as far as the longs, and however we're trading in and around Globex. So you really need to see an 89 closed in a pullback for buy signals to pick up some momentum. I mean, the overall structure of the market, when we look at it from on NQ, yes, it's in sync on the short side, but we're just close to, like, there's not a trending momentum. We're still searching for that right now. Ultimately, the market needs to get to 80, 75, break that, and then start getting to that 529. 529. That's a long way down there. Yeah, and they may come down to that 75 and take it out. I mean, that's the market broke that channel, all of it, especially with this captain setup and the retest of it, and now established a channel number 1 and 2 in that rotation. So the shorts need to protect the 10. It's 9 o'clock. No critical news today. All right, we're seeing a little bit of all right, so that's it. That's it right here. See that speed? That's a good thing to see. Breaking the low. We're probably gonna rally back up here a little bit with this captain setup if they build it up at 79. We're looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity toward 529. And here comes that captain setup long, and we should be seeing a punch up in price action. Probably gonna get to the 690. Tried. Okay, so tried and it didn't fill. We're canceling that order. We're trying to short that level here. It's at 75 with that reversal, but no fill. Let's see if we can get another rally. Maybe they can take the stops above 84, and we can fade that stop run. That's a good one. Let's see here. That's a 64 entry for a push lower below 60. A 5 to 10 point target. The expectation here is to see a continuation trade to the short side against that 85, and we're looking for a target of 529. They're gonna do a stop run here. ES is trading around Globex. Globex is 55.84. Globex for NQ is 19,629. So 83 and a half. Let's see how they're gonna handle that. Here we go. Jump 83 and 93 and a half. So let's look at 93 and a half. I mean, I'll do 94 and a quarter. Okay. I'll take that and see if we can continue on a push lower. Maybe get back to that 75. I'm gonna take that target and look for a re-entry short. So from 83.5 to 75. And let's look for the next one. If ES was really cooperating with us, I would be more interested in holding on to these trades for a little bit longer and try to kind of find a big swing to participate in. The issue here is you're getting a bit of a market that's out of sync. It's actually in sync on the short side, but it's doesn't have a lot of momentum and a push in it yet, and it's prone it's prone to this kind of behavior. So it's more of a scalping behavior, and I'm just gonna take the small profit and just move on. So they're gonna do another stop run. I mean, that's what they're doing right now. We'll see where we need to be looking at. 91 over 600. That's interesting. I mean, they're gonna go retest. If we go above 605, you're disconnecting the market again. and that's going to put me on on a holding pattern. Yeah, market is out of sync again. So where we expected a continuation pressure that's going to lead us to that 529 target, the market counter trended that idea and faded and ran the stops. So that's an active consolidation pattern. Really, it's not giving us momentum, and I suspected that, and that's why I kind of scalped that last trade that I took. But I mean, hey, you go up to 629. Did I say? Yeah, I said 629. What is this? Yeah, 629. 629 would be Globex, and that's a complete reversal. Wow. That's a trap. That's a trap we didn't fall for. Good morning, Sugar. All right, so that's the top end of Harmony Zone number 2, and they're fading it a little bit. Let's see how strong they are. How would I know that they are strong? You go under 80 again. Okay, so they need to make a high, which they're doing here, make a lower high, consolidate within the neutral zone between 604 and 90, then break into 80. That would be consistent with a bearish market, and what we're seeing right now is simply not that. That's a that's a stop run against that. I mean, that could be just a quick scalp opportunity from 17 to 07. I may just take that as a fade. I'm giving the market just a little bit of time here. I don't like the fact that we got that close to closing that candle, but I'll take a look here in a second. Probably a break under the 15 will trigger that short. Then you're looking at 07. Because we're getting very close to Globex, and Globex has been a bit of a bear. I'm gonna take a shot at it here. And out. Simply scalping. And here we go. We're gonna get a little bit. See, that's a reversion to the mean. And they're probably gonna bounce it here. All right. So a little bit of short up against that Harmony Globex. of 629. They ran the stops one more time into that target. So yeah, that's good to see. We need the 80 to show up. That's a captain setup long right here. And I literally can just simply take that and take a shot at a run back up to 20. I'm gonna take the 20 and just let it rest here for a little bit. So we took the short from 18 down to 11 and from the 20 back up to the 19. Yeah, I don't want to overstay my welcome here. And that looks like they're gonna flush that captain setup. So I'll just leave it alone here. I mean, it will be interesting if the weakness shows up right here this way at 604. That's going to flush the market below 600. But I just don't like to get short into a whole number that close. But if this kind of current candle closes at the 375, then my expectation right now is to see that flush right now coming up in a few seconds here. Here you go. It's just the fact that I don't like to be into a 600. That kept me away, but look at it now. We're reading the market fairly well this morning. Well, that's going to be the trade of the day right here. The one I didn't take. Market is back in sync on the short side on a swing trade basis, and we have the target is back in play, the 529. The 529 has always been the target. We came multiple times up to these levels where we had a chance to trade above glowbacks and switch the personality of the market, and simply the market could not do it. So that's going to really get us to 529 and potentially break the whole structure that we had under that low and start really trending. Ah. Tell me somebody's in a short. Just humor me. Tell me, Brad, DJ, somebody, Sheila, Marty. Come on, Rebecca. I'm sure you picked up something. Steven. How was that? How was that, Marty? Inception switch entry. I know. Here comes Steven. He got the flush. Very nice, very nice. Sheila was in. Marty, come on. Tell me where you at. I caught the flush. Perfect. Out at 589. 580. Look at you. Look at you. Good work, buddy. Okay, good. Good, Marty. Good. All right, so let's just keep reading this market. And into the 529. We are right there to the tick. It needs to close right under it. If they flip it back up to 40, we're going to run up to the 60. That's what they do right here. That they're going to fade this. They're trying. Mondays are days where I have to spend more time with the market to get a feel for what they're trying to do. Here comes that run to that 60. All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, that's that's good enough right here. Between that 40 to the 60, they're gonna play around with it. Ultimately, that target, we're just so close to that target, and whenever they just like drop right to it and just dead stop, that's a dead stop. They're gonna play that game right here, and now you're gonna get another run back up. 45, 50 may break and do a stop run and get rid of some of the shorts and trap some of the longs into the 60s, then come back in. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. And they're not fooling nobody today. At least they're not fooling us. They ain't fooling nobody. Here goes that 60. 48, 58, 60. So that's, yeah, I mean, they may even run it even a little bit more. 62, 72. I'll go 72. Took out one, and I'm gonna look to take another one here in a second. Under 65 if I can get it. That may not happen. I'm gonna get out of that trade. Probably in break even on it. We'll try it again if we break anything under 69. Okay, there another stop run. Now the market is out of sync. Look at these bastards. Look at these bastards. Like to the tick, they got to the target. Like to the tick. 76, 86. We'll take another shot at it here. If we can short, if we can get a close at 81.5. Remember the 80, how area was 80 was something that we kept going to, and it needed to break, and once it broke, the market kind of picked up some steam. So that 80, 83 level is still relevant. Mm. I'm gonna flatten that trade. It, yeah, I'm gonna flatten that trade. Here we go again. No, there's no clear trend. This is twice I'm trying this one. One I probably break even. This is the second one break even on this trade. So it's telling me that there's a little bit of a push here. The market is out of sync. We're too close to a whole number. They almost have to break under the 80 and flush and come back to retest for me to start getting interested back, because I need to see this cloud shift negative. And especially since the market is kind of non-directional, it gets in sync, out of sync. It hits very close to big targets, then gets faded this much. It's the best choice for me to give this market a little bit of time. See that? Yeah, look at that madness. like the 910111. So that's a 20 point. So if you get to that 11, I mean, here is close enough. I can take a shot at it. 11. Here comes that 11. I'm gonna get out of this trade. All right, so that's three tries in this area, or that in that run up, and I think I just need to leave this market alone. So two stops, and I mean actually one stop and two flats. All right, so what does that mean here? I mean, the market got in sync on the long side. It's a consolidated market. We're trading around low backs. We have harmony zone number one, 604 by 594 and 579 by 569. Pullbacks are buyable. We'll reevaluate the longs if we break anything under 580. More of a consolidation type of patterns than actually trending patterns. And the fact that we got so ever close to that 29 and bounce right back up is telling me that that's a trap, obviously. And trading above glowbacks can set the stage for a 654 target. Testing harmony zone number one for the first time. You don't want to see 92. A close at 11 should pick up some steam. Oof. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I could see how that could be the. Yeah, some selling coming in here. Morning, Juan. How are you? I mean, they put a captain setup long here. I mean, that should get us back up to that 619. Here comes another stop run. We're about to get out of sync here again. So, I mean, this market is a very interesting market. It's a stop hunt market. Hey, Alpha. I mean, yeah, that's the strongest. I mean, they ran that stop above that 92 and they're pulling it back, but the overall trajectory is long, and it's just they're holding up NQ here against support of harmony zone number one. I want to see more of this market. It's a Monday, so they're gonna run it past 17 here shortly. At least that's the expectation. So look at him holding that trend line. They're gonna try to like break the 17, run up to the 25, and fade against that Globex, and we'll see if that pullback is buyable at that point into Globex. But ES is holding up. So I mean, this is the uncle point, 90.75. So if they get to 90.75, then they're here comes that 17 break that we talked about. Let's see if they get to the 25 though. 2025. Well, we're already at 20. We should be seeing 25. Close to it. Okay. Here comes that 25. That's expected. Let's see if we fade the Globex. That's the key here. We can see that. I mean, that's like you're getting a run on ES and you're getting a fade on NQ, like right there. And that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like, okay, they're going to run the 17, they're going to get to the 25, they're going to pull it back. Once they do that, are these pullbacks buyable? I get a C. If they flip it back up to 25, that could be the structure that will push us past Globex. The odds are you see 13, maybe a retest of the 10, and we could see what that does there. Here comes that 13. Yeah, that was good. That's good. Now they're gonna flush above Globex. Flush everybody above that 30. We may go above that 33 and just pause and pull back, but that's where we're kind of where we headed to. Here comes that 33. All right. Good. Good. Look at that. Boom. It kind of worked out the exact way we thought it would. Like literally. Break the 17 to the 25, pull back, then into the 13, 10. You got a railroad long, and the market shoots up. And now we're getting the breakout fade here. All right, Rebecca, where we at? What is it? Almost 10 o'clock? Okay. So our target, the big target is 654. 654. What a run. So interesting that we get to 560275 on very close to that level on ES, and the market gets faded. So we're gonna get this sideways consolidation around Globex business, but ES is much stronger than NQ, and it's fairly clear. So the answer to your question, DJ, is NQ is gonna end up trying to follow ES. And that was a concern for me kind of early on. It's just like we're getting this big disconnect, and the market constantly getting into sync and out of sync and back and forth and back and forth, and ES is strong. Does not bode very well for selling pressure. Tried it a couple of times, 3 times actually. I was like, all right, we're done. Okay. All right, Rebecca, just take a look with me. Go to your indicators and make sure that what you have is what I have. Okay. So go to your Globex bands. Let me know if you're with me. Like you're watching my screen. Okay. So under Globex band, copy those whatever you see under Globex band list. So points 100, 20, and 8, right? Dark violet and indigo. Okay. Super trend, that's no big deal. Right here, everything checked. It's 50 points, 50 points and 3 is what you should have. And most likely you don't have that. Let me know if those numbers match up with you. Okay. Just copy it exactly like you see it right here, and you should be good to go. Save your workspace once you're done. All right, so target on ES is 5602.75. Target on NQ, while I'm talking, just got hit, and we have a target of 679. 679 is what we're looking for. Target is 679. We're getting to the top end of the Globex band here. Target is 679. And, they're slowing down up here. Here we go. And we can see that that is the top end of that band. And it is also the target for the day. Here we go. We're about to close. They need to close. And you don't want to see 69. Because that would get us down. Look how close we got. Does that remind you of anything? Does that remind you of what we did early on today? Where the market gets so close to a target and just boom, gets faded. I mean, you have a bunch of stops under 40. They may come down here and try to touch them, and then fade back up. You have harmony zone number one as a support, which is between 629 to 619, and harmony zone number two is 604 by 594. Pullbacks are viable on a swing trade basis with a target of 679. We have Globex at 629. So there's a temptation by the market to come back down and try to flush some people. So whenever we're trading within this Globex band, the market still has scalping and counter trending general behavior. Once we go outside of it, either up or down, the market tends to start picking up a trending behavior. So I mean, they can come in, break that 40, flush everybody, most traders, and get close to Globex and bounce right back up. See, they're gonna start picking. They're picking off stops. They're picking off some stops. 50. Then it's natural for them to go below that 40, right here. Here it comes. Yeah, they're fading ahead of it, DJ. I mean, you just have to assume that though, because they're yeah, you got yourself a very critical level, which is glowbacks, and people start seeing that, and it's when it's too clear of a price behavior, they start anticipating and they start fading ahead of a critical level. Yeah. And if there's some more sellers, they'll pop it up a little bit here, then bring it in and try to flush these people out, and then try harmony zone number one. That's not stalling yet. I mean, yeah, they're pausing here, but we'll see. Look at ES. ES is still. Uh, ES did a railroad long on the 6NT Rinko. So if that pushes up, you're gonna get a bigger push in NQ into that 51, and that's what the market is trying to do right now. Yeah, I mean, ES should be doing a little bit better here, but even without it doing a little bit better, you got yourself a push to that 51 in NQ, and now they're gonna start fading. Most likely, right here, you're gonna get a one candle reversal to 41.75, and we'll see if they bring it back down to harmony zone number one. Here you go, and let's see the push. Let's see if that's what they want to do. But but the fade against it to the 51, that's somewhat of a predictable behavior. The reversal to 41 is also a predictable behavior. Now, what's unpredictable, I need to kind of wait and see, is what they do next. If they run the stops above 62, 65, then that really has to kind of put you on hold from being long or being short. I gotta see more prices at that point. If we get down to the 30 to the 20, then you're testing harmony zone number one. And you're getting the harmony wave. It's this disconnecting here. Ultimately, the 200 and the 100 is in sync on the long side. So I'm looking for that type of behavior. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. How you doing today, buddy? See that little mess over there? Yep, they're running that stop right above 63. Okay. Hey, Thomas, how are you? Good morning. Hey Thomas, I'm sending you. All right. So we're seeing a couple of things. The speed in price action is slowing down. The tendency of the market is for the longs. The quality of the stop runs favor the longs, and we have a swing trade target of 679. We will reevaluate the longs if we end up anything under 600. Obviously, the 629 also an important level, which is Globex. The market can get there, bounce back. If it shows strength in and around that area, that's bullish. But ultimately, we have that big target of 679. We'll see what we get out of this market. So they took out those stops above 61, faded them. They're trying again to see if they can run them up. But we want to see. I mean, if like they make a lower high, then we're gonna get faded back to potentially target number one and see if we can get here. We're looking for pullbacks as a buying opportunity right now, with that big target in mind to 679. So so here this run up, it's a minor stop run. Okay. So there's a resistance here. Yeah, I'm just surprised how things just slow down all of a sudden. All right, so when we look at this, we basically have a channel number one. If the market makes a captain setup right here at 60, it'll be worth taking a shot at it for target number 171.5 and potentially breaking that big target of 679. Okay, captain setup. We should be going to 65. There you go. Yeah, Christian, bunch of trades today. Bunch of trades. Let's see here. That's what we've done. We started very nicely. I was up almost 500 bucks. I was pushing for more, to be honest with you, and took a bunch of shorts in that run up. I got stopped out on a couple of them. So we're done. We're down 111. The day's not over. The day is not over. So they put on the captain setup long here. I mean, if they run this thing back up to 64, we are going to get a captain setup switch trade. Then that is a signal to go along with a target of 71 half, target of 679, and targets above that. Just the price action just kind of got very, very quiet. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying right here. Here we go. Can't get a pullback. So the target is 671 and a half against that low of 654. Seventy-one and a half is a target. Yeah, we don't want to see 54. See that type of setup. We should have seen a couple of things happen very quickly. Is a pump up to 71 and a half. So the fact that we're just meandering here, not really moving after a setup that looks like that, then they have one more chance, and that chance is them closing above 67 again. That would be a double switch trade, and if they do that, I'm taking it. There you go. We should see a 70. Ah, come on. Really? I'm gonna be out of this. Wow. You're gonna go one more time. Yeah, that's just too noisy. I mean, that should have just. Here we go again. We should be punching now. Good for them. They kicked me out of it. Yeah, that's the slow price action. So that whole structure, we should be at 71 half easy, and run up again here. Run up to the 80s, and that should be coming up. Here you go. Yeah, but that's fine. I just didn't like. I didn't like the captain setup that they just did here, and I just had to take a small stop, because typically like 7 out of 10 that you'll get that one fading back into that 55. So I took a small stop here, but ultimately that target was hit. Next target is 704, 704. They're not making it easy today. Here comes that. Annoying, yeah. It's okay. It is annoying, but gotta adjust to it. Keep your stops and risk management in control. It's like they flushed everybody here. But the first two targets got hit. Now we have a target of 704. Pullbacks are buyable. You don't want to see prices under 640. That will get the market out of sync. And then we are in a two-sided market. And the big target will be at a pause. So look at that. Ooh, baby. Oh, that's a mess. All right. Well, that's good at least, because we're seeing traps. We're seeing traps. So we expected the market to go to 71 and 80, right? And pullbacks become viable on a swing trade basis to 704. And then what do? They break the channel right here. So into harmony zone number 1, and then boom, 2, and all the way down to glowbacks. Now that's messy. Market is out of sync, and the big number is 602. We break 602, then the market is in sync on the short side. Then we have swing trade targets all the way down to that scene of the crime of 529.
This is a reminder.
Alexa off. Quick question. Does anybody see any discrepancy in their rhythmic when it comes to their account balances? Okay. All right, guys. So that's it for me. Um, so far, the market is just kind of back and forth between these levels. We hit harmony zone number 2 and bounce off of it into zone number 1 on a first touch basis. And we are in consolidation here. If the market is to get back in sync on the long side, we're looking at 66 and a half. That will set us up for a 704 run up. And if the market decide to go to 602, then we have an ultimate target of 529. And these are the big levels for the market right now. All right, so we're finishing the morning here, and I may come back that last hour of the day and play around with it and see if I can find something. But otherwise, we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Have a good one.